Listen, if you're gonna be a capitalist about it, at least do it correctly. I mean, for all the faults that YouTube has, I do like YouTube Premium. Like that's a actually decent subscription. Like if you're gonna go greedy, just go greedy, but like make it seem like it's not gonna affect the viewership. But we got it ready from both players, so let's get started with game number 1 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Are they the same seeds? They are. Same pieces are confirmed. I just checked both of their seeds that they had. It used to be partner opt-in only, I guess. Anyway, Mendion starting off with a bit of a situation does solve that J dependency. It's gonna be okay. Oh, and it's gonna immediately... That might just be a top out right there from Mendion from seed 14. So just increment of 2. So, talking a little bit about these two players, we have Mendion in the 14th seed with a 7-11 average of 3. Pretty good considering I haven't seen Mendion play in like 3 years at this point. I feel like maybe 2 years. Maybe he's, and I think he didn't even have his console, his NES set up before the qualifier. So that's kind of crazy. Ravalo in seed 22 qualified with a 515, so it's a 200,000 point discrepancy in terms of PB. I mean, quals. Now, in terms of PB, Mendion does have a number of max outs. I think he has at least 2. I know, obviously, he has 1, but I think he was going for another max out for a little bit. And Ravalo in a bit of trouble already. Ravalo's not having a good time, and we'll top out at 47,000. So Mendion, your chase down is set. Mendion, listen to me. 47,000 points is needed, or 48,000 points are needed to chase this down. It's going a little aggressive here with the placement. Didn't go for the flat L, but still has plenty of time to get this down. Doesn't need any Tetrises. Can just burn, burn, burn. Takes a safety double. Just needs 3,000 more points. One more burn. And one more burn should do it. And with that double, we'll take game 2 and tie the set. T square ST square ST. So, same pieces are confirmed. Honestly, I was planning on doing a seed checker in the layout, but that's kind of useless. It's really just to show. Because I can just like check their streams and see that they are on seed. So I don't really know what practical use there is other than aesthetic. Anyway, more about our players. Ravalo is a keyboard player, but don't be fooled. This is not tap. This is keyboard DAS. Very, very controversial, and Mendion is going to top out at 28,000. So Ravalo, just like that, takes game 3. For some reason, my mental image is somehow playing like a best of, what would it be? Best of 19? What would it be? Best of 17? No, best of 17 then. Where he just loses 9 games in one set, topping out at level 18. Obviously that's not what happened, but be funny. 25,000 points for Mendion, 47,000 points for Ravalo. Mendion going safe. Yeah. Yeah, as I mentioned, Mendion did have a PB max out. PB of a max out. Ravalo has an 890 PB, but actually, also funny little thing. This is also Ravalo's like second tournament. His other tournament experience was during the one day, which is hosted by Pumpy Heart, which is just like where, kind of like retro monthly Tetris era, where you play the entire tournament in one day. So that was his only other experience playing comp. And somehow it didn't get relegated. We take those. It's part of the plan, part of the process. 131 for Mendion, 146 for Ravalo. Both players hanging in there. 43 lines for Mendion, 40 lines for Ravalo. So yeah, this would be kind of crazy because Ravalo C22 had to fight in the first round against Aoyo, and is one game away from reaching the final 16, which would be where our prize pool begins to take into effect, because if we get $2,000 into the prize pool, we will pay out the top 16. And we're currently at 1,650, so right now it's just the top 8 that is getting paid out. Top 16 will happen after the $2,000 mark. Mending some of that Lombard dependency and bangs in a Tetris now at 231. Nice little adjustment for Ravalo to accommodate the square. Mendion still trailing, but only by about 30,000 points. This is very much manageable, but what's not looking great is his stack right now. Not getting a good set of pieces. Now at 240. He needs to try to survive this. Doesn't go for the flat. Nice little double there. Just keep things safe. Good placement there to accommodate the Lombard. But Ravalo's now taking a 70,000 point lead at 316. Mendion at 249, 250. Oh, got a little camera thing from Mendion, but it's fine. He's back. 258 now. Still burning. Looks like he will survive this, but is now trailing by 100,000 points. As Ravalo just has a clean stack, pristine. You could eat off of this stack right now. This is fantastic looking. Yeah, this is a bit of a suffer for Mendion, but can still hit about a low to mid 400k transition with this efficiency, which, you know, it's not terrible. It's not bad at all, especially for Latam, but Ravalo right now with the mid to high 500k transition efficiency. You could even say this is pace for like a potential PB, but it's going to slow down a little bit considering some awkward placements with these squares. Did get the Lombard for the single. Is adding more weight to that hole in the stack, but this will give Mendion the opportunity to catch back up. 337. Ravalo is not gonna be scoring any Tetrises anytime soon. Mendion bangs at a Tetris, bringing this deficit down to 80,000 points. Ravalo has 14 lines to go before the 19 transition, and keeps adding weight to that hole. Lombard dependent. Oh, misdrops for Ravalo, and we'll top out at 447. So Mendion Your chase down is 447. Get the 448 and you'll be good. Bang, the Tetris just needs 10,000 more points. 10,000 more points and you will be good. $4,000. Triple should do it, and that's gonna do it. And we have a decider. Ravalo going for the push down point strats. Mendion has been burning all throughout this start. Maybe not the friendliest of seeds at the beginning. Gotta close down that hole in his stack. It's not open and gets 2 long bars for the Tetris. 60,000 for Mendion, 98,000 for Ravalo. So yeah, this is the second. It's going to be the second decider of the preliminary rounds. The first one was between Kingsman and Anid, which Anid ended up taking it in the seed upset. As Mendion is cleaning out this stack. Lombard depending on column 2. Ravalo once again in the lead. Mendion with a very barely got that Lombard over. Ravalo in a bit of trouble though. Does maintain this lead so far. Mendion going dirty. Just gonna keep it safe. Ravalo needs a J piece, but doesn't get the J piece in time. Finally gets a J piece, but it wasn't even a J dependency at that point. Still has a 40,000 point lead, but Mendion with a clean stack is Tetris ready, building up his left side, keeping it even, getting a bit bursted, but does get the bar for the Tetris. Now at 114, Ravalo at 140 gets the bar as well for the Tetris. Getting bursted with S pieces, SZ right now, like Jesus. Spiry board for Ravalo. We'll love a J piece, gets the Lombard, that's gonna work. Mendion might commit to a row 2. Does maintain a deficit of 40,000 points, 130 for Mendion with a cleaner stack. Does get the bar for the Tetris. Now only a Tetris separating these two players as Ravalo is still burning, but is Tetris ready and gets a dirty Tetris. Now 197, 72 lines. So a bit of a suffer for both players for the looks of it, but Mendion does have the cleaner stack now. Looking to take away this lead. Ravalo's getting almost out of it, and now he's out and can start building up for Tetrises. And does build up for 1. Bangs on a Tetris. 225 for Ravalo. 164 for Mendion. As we are about 45 lines to go before the 19th transition. Between these two players, final game. Winner takes all and moves on to the top 16. Where we will start having best of 7s in the top 16. Ravalo going for the safety burns of Mendion has taken the lead. This is a real-time score lead. 258 for Mendion at 100 lines. 243 for Ravalo at 101 lines. So both players looking for a potential 400k transition. But Ravalo has less lines to burn for that to happen. Mendion is at 305, 110 lines. 266 for Ravalo at 105. And we are about to reach those 19 speeds. Ravalo Tetris ready. Both players get the Tetris. Ooh, Mendion with a pretty messy stack right before the transition, but is going to be able to make some work at cleaning this up. Nice bar to the left side. Ravalo does take the lead with that Tetris, but Mendion is Tetris ready and will get the Tetris into transition at 381. Ravalo still at level 18 at 361. Mendion going for the safety burns at the beginning stages of this 19. And Ravalo will transition at 369. So Mendion does have the lead. Ravalo has been burning into transition. Mendion looking to get Tetris ready, but gonna go for the safety triple. Now 394. Neither player has scored a Tetris since transitioning on the 19 speeds, and Mendion didn't get anywhere to place that S piece. Ravalo the safety triple again. Both players are DAS players, so level 29 will be the kill screen. Mendion going safe. Trying to keep this lead and not early top out, but Ravalo takes that safety triple again. Yeah, they're just going for the burns. Mendion with a tuck. Another tuck. Let's go for the flat burn. JP to the left. The Latam super kill screen, yeah. Mendion is Tetris ready, but so Ravalo. But Ravalo had to close down that... oh my god, a bit of trouble. Ravalo can he get the bar? Does not get the bar to the left side. And will top out at 402. Mendion at 442. Has taken game 5. And the decider. And we'll move. And just, oh, I thought his stream was gonna die. And we'll move on to the top 16. Pollo saying thanks for this restream peak. No problem. You know, I'm probably never gonna do this again unless I get enough money to pay back some of what I spent. We got it ready from both players, so let's get started with game number 1 of this first match of this 2-match event. Countdown in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Yeah. We'll see. Like, listen, even in major tournaments, you almost are never gonna make any money from making tournaments. But my goal, okay, I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. I've spent $800 on this tournament. If I make back half of what I spent, so I just lose $400, I'll heavily try to make a second one of this, like a second year. But I need your help. I need some help. I can't be spending $800 every year. Yeah, we'll have a new overlay, and Limão's gonna top out. But wait, Pollo, you're still not good. You need 46,000. See, this is what happens when we do 18 stars. Limão is... Alright, I have to fix Limão's cam a little, just make him a little bigger. Oh shit! What happened? What happened to the cameras? Alright, we got it ready from both players. Let's start with game number 2. Hopefully no early top outs in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Square, square, L, J, Z. Somebody got the seed wrong, because the seed is not the... Wait. Oh, it is the same. What? Yeah, it's the same. Yeah. Seed looks like... It looked different. I thought Limão had 2 squares. Am I crazy? Didn't Limão have 2 squares? Both players, keep playing, keep playing. Just play it out. Don't worry about this. No, just because they're all mesmerized by this incredible Tetris. They're silent. Yeah. And Pollo experience with the Latam internet. We'll refresh this page. There it is. It might be mine. Honestly, I have no idea. Let's get. I'm gonna draw it up. I'm making the countdown go to 5 in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. You know, his Pollo's biggest accomplishment, beating me in a friendlies. So shout outs to Pollo for that. I guess a little tet. Yeah. I mean, he's done it all right. No, I was just gonna say, you know, he's been a mod too, commentator. He's restreamed. He's commentated CTWC. Like, maybe he just wants to commentate this match right now and just take our jobs. Anyway, on to Limão. Yeah, it is the quintessential. It's a quintessential normal person. How a normal person plays before you go full degenerate and play with tap roll. Yeah, that when you're a DAS player, you have a full job, you have a wife and kids, you know, you have a family, but like, yeah, exactly. 204 for Pollo, 161 for Limão. Limão sets up a 30. Pollo with a Lombard dependency. Oh god, Pollo. No shower? Megamind? Question mark? Right now we got Jorge. Yeah, we got Jorge White and Rod saying "Vamos, Pollo, vamos." I believe both players are from Mexico, so they're kind of rooting for El Mexico, El Mexicano. This is a quintessential Mexico versus Brazil match. You know, Pele versus whoever's fucking decent in the Mexican national. There's literally nobody. But he fell off so hard, my god. He fell off so bad. like people from yeah. we people from Brazil probably think that like Neymar fell off. Nah, man. you ain't never seen a Chicharo how he fell off. But you know who hasn't fell off? These two players. Yeah. Yeah. I guess that's true. You know what's also true? Score checking 331 for Pollo, 310 for Limão. Yeah, oh, but that was not a really good. No background music. There is, it's just really low. Oh my god.
Yeah.
You want to know something embarrassing?
Okay, all right, go ahead.
Nobody could hear you this whole time.
Oh, wait, no, really?
Yeah, I had desktop audio off. Oh, that is so
Oh
embarrassing.
my lord. Oh my lord.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Dude, I was talking for so long, like covering so much silence.
I completely forgot.
To be honest, I was feeling a little, I was losing some confidence. Damn, no reaction from players when I'm saying things. No, you know?
My
Hire something. But we have transition. We are level 19. Come on, let's talk about the game because this is actually interesting.
Yeah, 456 for Pollo, 406 for Limão. This is absolute. This is Latam. This is peak Latam moment right now. As Pollo's about to top out on 19, like how you would expect.
But Limão has to catch up. He needs to score at least 500k, 500, not 50, 50k, 500 would be insane. 50k more Limão and you good.
20,000. I mean,
Latam kill screen, yeah.
40,000 more points. He's just going DAS. Gets one Tetris.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just a few more guards and he'll be good. There you go.
Yes, this whole time I've been speaking with Olforce.
I swear I'm not crazy.
2-1 Tetris. Let's hope for a decider because we got 39 minutes.
Mm-hmm. No, this one's gonna go well. You just know it. You just know it. Now we have everything ready. Everything ready for success. We've seen level 19, which means we are likely to see it again. Likely, you know, we don't want to move any other players. And now they now they can actually hear the things that are going on.
Exactly.
And you don't sound mentally unwell this time.
Well,
just a little.
That's a matter of opinion. Yeah. Yeah. That's a little.
Yeah, we got a bit of a burning from both players, and they're gonna have to do. I'm guessing the pieces were the most accommodating ones that they could have gotten based on what they were building for. But they're gonna make it through this. I have faith.
Pollo is
there we go. It's a little bit up, yeah, like the song. Hopefully someone gets the reference. But he's gonna be burning, and he's gonna be fine.
Yeah, gets the bar.
Limão looks to be ready for a Tetris. No, you're currently ahead by 40 points, 40k points actually. Yeah.
Yeah, 17,000 for Pollo. He's yet to score Tetris. 59,000 for Limão, who has a cleaner stack. Pollo just kind of suffering through all this.
I'm glad to know someone got the reference. Thank you, Anil. Thank you very much. Yeah, Pollo's gonna have to burn this for a while. And he seems comfortable. You can tell in the posture.
This isn't comfortable though. I can't lie.
No, he's comfortable. Look. See? Comfortable.
Yeah. Oh, but that top out is not gonna be comfortable, and now we're done. We're done with this.
All right. Anyone wants to have like an exhibition match, real quick?
If Lee's ready, let's get a countdown right now to preliminary round 2. In 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Let's go. Starting off the match. 18 all the way. Long board T, Z, perfect. So SPS is on the way. Both players inputted the correct seed. Some early days of 18 right now. I'm gonna give a little adjustment. 2 Tetris for Lee right now. 1 Tetris for Anid. Lee on the lead by 2 Tetrises. Getting back to the players, 76,000 for Need, 118 for Lee. Lee still on the lead by about 2 Tetrises. Ooh, some misdrops for Need right now. A bit tricky situation. Meanwhile, Lee is very clean. And gets another Tetris, 144 for Lee. Still on the lead. Need really just trying to get out of this alive. Both players, to my knowledge, playing DAS. For the newcomers, like 26. Oh, and Anid's gonna swap out at 88,000. Lee, you are good to go. 170,000. In the first point to Lee here. SL line, perfect. Both players have the same seats. Again, for newcomers here, this is Nestris. This is the Tetris from your grandpa from 89. The DAS is a little bit slower here from modern iterations of the game. The pieces are completely random. There is no pattern you can follow. There's no 7-bag RNG. It's completely it gives whatever you want. It also is a real show of wit, a real show of intelligence, of creativity from players, 52,000 for Lee on the lead right now, 70,000 for Anid. Anid with a little bit of dirty board, but nothing major. Oh, she's really going for it. 97,000 for Lee. Gets attaches 120 for Lee. Still on the lead. 20,000 points for Anid. Gets a Tetris 46 points. Lee having to do some burns right now, but no problem. Anid is still choosing to go with the middle, the center wall. $148 for Lee on the lead. 153,000 for Anid. So basically a 100k lead, 90k lead for Lee right now. Both players not even in 50 lines, so it's still very early to call any winners. Anid gets a Tetris, and Lee does a misdrop right now. 200,000 for Lee, 103 for Anid. Lee still on the lead, but Anid catching up slowly but surely. Anid again choosing to keep the center well. And it's a very smart move because she, on this deficit of points, she cannot be burning to get to the right well. She needs to get any Tetris she can. 229 for Lee, 140 for Anid. Lee still on the lead, but Anid catching up. This is the problem right here, or having a Portuguese restreamer, you know, I don't understand much of Spanish. 26 said, no manches, arreglan el estacan bien chido. Probably my pronunciation was bad, and probably, I don't know what they said, but yeah, that's it. 170 for a lead, 320 for lead. Lee still on the lead. But again, Anid catching up little by little, piece by piece. Both players with an awkward board. Maybe this wasn't their seed. Again, both players are using same seed sets. This means every single piece, every single drop is the same. And we can see both players in a bit of a trouble, so it means that really the seed was a terrible one right now. 200,000 for Anid, 350 for Lee. Both players reaching 100 lines right now, getting closer and closer to 19 transition, where the speed is gonna pick up very fast. Anid getting very high up. Need some good desk control, good pieces. Oh, misdrops. Oh, it's not gonna get out of this, unfortunately. And top us at 230. Lee, you are good to go. Anid really needs to shift the gears forward if she wants to take this. She's in a very, very tricky situation right now. Nice fits for Lee right now. 26,000 points for Anid on the lead right now. 3,000 points for Anid. Lee takes the first Tetris of the match. 25,000. Lee on the lead. Welcoming Tripta. Tripta says, "Vamos, Anid!" A Anid fan. And then Anid Truther gets a Tetris, 3,000 points for Anid, 50,000 points for Lee. Gets another Tetris, 73 points for Lee. Lee still on the lead right now. Tripta saying, ya llegó tu fan número uno, Anid. Vámonos. $119 for Lee, 80,000 for Anid. Gets a Tetris, 104 for Anid. 2 Tetris behind, Lee still on the lead, gets another Tetris, 1 Tetris, so she can take the lead. This is much closer than the last game we just saw, where Lee got about basically a 150k lead. Anid is basically saying, I'm still here, I'm still putting up a fight. Just because I'm 2 down doesn't mean It's gonna be easy for you. 172 for Anid, 190 for Lee, 195 for Anid right now with this Tetris. Anid on the lead right now. A bit of an awkward board for Lee, so Anid still has the lead. 219 for Anid, still on the lead. Both players on 50 lines right now. So a bit far from the transition from the Latam kill screen. Oh, a little misdraw from Leah here. Nothing fatal, but still very awkward. 247 for Lee, 247 for Anid, but she has a couple singles, so she's still on the lead. Anid still on the lead. Again, for any newcomers watching, this is NES Tetris. This is a Tetris from '89. So there is no holding pieces, there is no 7-bag RNG, there is no super fast dash. It's a more limited and more old version of the game. Players need to be real skillful, real smart to play this game. Also, this is a tournament with a prize pool of $1,700, $1,700. So if you want to contribute to those new talents, if you want to contribute to the prize pool, please check Matrino. You can do the command !Matrino, or just see the link that the bot just put in there. 324 for Anid, 370 for Lee. Lee on the lead right now. I need a bit higher, need some good pieces. Ooh, makes a little misdrop. Ooh, mistakes the dash here, gets some indecision. It's getting higher and higher, needs the perfect pieces right now. Ooh, doesn't have the dash to solve this. 329. Lee, you have won. Congratulations. You've taken the sweep for round 2 of preliminaries for Gran Campeonato. You're gonna go forward to play Gustavo. GG's for both players. Thank you so much, Anid, for playing here. You made a great performance.
We got it ready from both players. Let's get started with the first match, and the only match. First game in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Actually, kind of surprisingly enough. ¿Sabes qué? Voy a tratar de comentar en español. ¿Por qué no? ¿Verdad? ¿Por qué no? Sin semilla. Todos aquí hablan puro español y yo aquí hablando inglés. ¿Qué sentido hay? Nada. Jajaja, ese Ricky. $35,000 por Edward, 69 por Jorge. El que pone la plata habla en el idioma que quiere. ¿Sabes qué? Voy a comentar en español en el primer juego y en el segundo de vuelta al inglés. Así lo haremos. Aquí Jorge con la ventaja ahorita 1.21, 69,000 por Edward. Bueno, Jorge, que es un roller, mientras Edward juega con el das. Y podemos ver aquí cómo calificaron para el torneo. Edward sacó un puntaje de 679,000 en 3 juegos, mientras Jorge sacó 454,000. Así que una desventaja para Jorge de como unos 200,000, pero como dije, esta es una batalla de das versus roll. This feels weird. This feels really weird. Edward llega el palito. Tiene un Tetris. Está ahorita ganando 2.14, mientras Jorge está 1.91. Y Edward puede sacar un triple. Switch to English. Back to English. 222 for Edward, 200,000 for Jorge. That was rough. Ooh, Edward in a bit of trouble. Needs a bar to the left. Needs something to the left side. Gets a burn. His Tetris ready, but needs that long bar. Long bar not showing. Nice skim. Needs something to the left side. Gets the quick tap to the left. Jorge in a bit of trouble, and Edward with a dirty Tetris. 254, 258 for Jorge. Es como activar el SAT del televisor. Yeah, I'm actually just a built-in auto dub. You know, on YouTube, you gotta click on that auto dub to change languages. Jorge in a bit of trouble. Why'd I say Jorge? Jorge in a bit of trouble. Gets the bar to the left side. And that might do it for Jorge, topping out at 263. 264 for Edward. We'll take game 1. Actually, that's kind of weird. This is the first match where pieces are not same piece sets, which I'm surprised by, honestly. I thought that was going to be more of a common trait, but out of the 8 preliminary matches and 1 top 16, this is only the first one, so pretty cool. Jorge is starting off with a bit of a situation right now. Clic, y ahora en español. Edward tratando de limpiar este stack. Una buena J ahí para acomodar esa dependencia. 33,000 por Edward. 30,000 por Jorge, que tiene un stack más limpio aquí. Aquí tiene un Tetris a 53,000. And back to English. 36,000 points for Edward, who is Tetris ready. Rodio saying, ya mufé a Pollo ahora Jorge. Yeah, Pollo, like, goddamn. One of the only players who were the higher seed that didn't make it to top 16. Absolute choke artist. Yeah, Jorge starting off with a pretty good efficiency. 85,000 points for Edward. 125 for Jorge in the lead. Merendo saying anula mufa. Yeah. Yeah, this is pretty neck and neck. Both players relatively tied. Whoa, what happened with Jorge? Okay, that was bizarre. kind of a misdrop. Oh, doesn't get the J piece to the left. Is gonna be in a lot of trouble. Nothing's burning. And that will do for Jorge, topping out 155. No se anuló el Mufa. I'm gonna refresh Jorge's stream real quick. Oh, lovely. Ads. Oh my god. WWE. So cool. There he is. Anyway, if Edward wins this next game, he will move on to top 16 to go up against Noe, our first seed, and yet another roller. With the fist pump, I think that was 115. Jorge at 55,000. Jorge just going safe. Immediately misdrops though. Oh, and Edward in a bit of a situation. Nice little J piece to the left. Oh, Edward needs to clean this up. Still with the lead. 143 versus Jorge's 66,000. But Edward gets the Tetris. Bomba Tetris. Remember that was the thing? Bomba. Not boom. La Bomba. 89,000 for Jorge after that Tetris. Jorge waiting for that long bar. Bar not showing. Keeping it safe. But Edward 244. Jorge yet to get the 100,000. Finally gets it with that Tetris. 122, 267 for Edward. Just trying to stay alive. There's a bar. Gets the bar. And now we'll love something to the left side as Edward gets a 315. What is Edward's PB? I am curious. I need to check. Edward getting a line every 3 pieces. Edward hacking. Real. Oh, he does have a max out. Interesting. I think Jorge's PP is like an 8 something. 827, I think. Let me check. Oh no. Oh, if he tops out here, that's gonna be it. Trying to survive this. Can he survive this? Oh, that's not gonna happen. Jorge will top out at 164. Edward takes a sweep. And that's gonna be it for this match. Edward has moved on to the top 16. GG's. And will go up against Noe. Edward, feel free to play it out if you want. If you want to get the max out. El max out. You might as well, right? You need to practice for when you go up against Noah and he maxes out every day, every game.